In breaking news coming in, called records of Indrani Mukherjee, her ex-husband Sanjiv Khanna, who has been arrested, and the driver is what helped the cops crack the Sheena murder mystery. That's the breaking bit of news that we're getting you at this hour. Even though an anonymous call from Meerut had alerted the police, and the driver broke down during his interrogation in possession of illegal arms case. Now, this breakthrough came when the police studied the call records and found that all the three were travelling in the same cell site. Arthur joins us for more on this. Arthur, just give us the details on this very latest bit of information coming on the call records. Arthur, can you hear me? Okay, so breaking news coming in that it was actually the call records of Indrani Mukherjee, the driver, and Sanjiv Khanna that actually helped the police to crack this particular case. Remember, Indrani Mukherjee is in police custody. She is being interrogated. She will be there till the 31st. Yesterday, Rahul Mukherjee was interrogated. Sanjiv Khanna, her husband, her ex-husband rather, was in fact arrested and presented in the Alipur police station. He will be produced in a court. The Mumbai police will now be asking for a transit remand so that he be brought to Mumbai and of course be part of the interrogations that is going on in the Sheena Bora murder mystery. So several twists and turns there. In fact, it has taken 3 years and an anonymous tip-off for this mystery to have been unraveled. And the latest bit of news is coming in that it was the call records of Indrani Mukherjee and Sanjiv Khanna along with the driver that helped the police to crack the case. Arthur joins us for more on this. Arthur, just give us the very latest on this bit of news.
Well, you see very interesting details emerging in this investigation which is happening behind me at the Khar police station in Mumbai. You see there were many turning points in this investigation. First was the anonymous caller which made a call from Meerut, pointing out that Indrani Mukherjee and her driver are involved in this murder case. Thereafter, the police put the driver on sustained interrogation when he was caught in an Arms Act case. He was possessing an illegal arm. And when he was put to sustained interrogation, what the sources are telling us is that he wasn't a difficult nut to crack and he broke down, and it was then he revealed the details of how the incident took place. But then police needed to gather scientific evidence. They waited and then they tallied the call records of both Indrani and driver, and they found that the both of them were in the same cell site for a long time. And the third person, Indrani's former husband Sanjiv Khanna's phone also tallied. He was also the same cell sites. So it was then, that was the turning point where the police got to know that all three were up to something. And when they were put to sustained interrogation, the police got to know about the details.
So Arthur,
of this
just
incident.
explain
But there
this
are
to
many
us.
other questions. Yes.
That the call records, does it go on to show that all three of them, Indrani Mukherjee, her ex-husband, and the driver Manohar Shamrai, were in constant touch with one another?
No, the incident happened on 24th of April 2012. That's the day when she was allegedly killed in somewhere in Khar, and then she was taken to 100 kilometers away from Mumbai at a place called Raigad. During all this while, what the police discovered was that all three were together. Their cell sites, their cell phone records, data records showed that all three were together. They were traveling together, because whenever you receive a call, the cell site is indicated and you get to know the location of the person. So the location of all three were together all that while for a long time on the day of the murder, which is 24th of April 2012, Avantika.
All right, Arthur, this is a very, very interesting bit of news coming in. Very crucial lead, therefore, the investigators who are interrogating Indrani Mukherjee and the others in Sheena's Bora's murder mystery. In fact, we're getting in more updates. Latest news coming in is that Indrani Mukherjee may have impersonated her daughter for quite some time, even after Sheena Bora's murder. This is the latest bit of news we're getting in. Sources have told India Today that Indrani used her daughter's mobile phone for up to a year after her death. And during this time, Indrani reportedly used Sheena's mobile from England as well, where Sheena had allegedly moved to for higher education. Reports are suggesting that Indrani Mukherjee also broke up with Rahul Mukherjee over the phone, impersonating her daughter from the same phone. Mayuresh joins us for more on this. Mayuresh, with this bit of news, perhaps now it explains, what was the mystery behind those emails that were sent to Sheena Bora's, place of work, and especially at the time when she was when she didn't even exist anymore.
There is still confusion about that work email because we have got the statement from the Reliance saying that Sheena had gone on leave on 24th, and on the same date they received her resignation by email. And also Mumbai police confirmed yesterday that Sheena was Sheena was murdered on 24th. So there is a bit of confusion. Exactly a person who died on the 24th, how can that person send an email? That's one thing. Second thing, you talk about the call records. Yes, Mumbai police are checking the call records from past 3 years of these crucial players in this murder mystery case. They are trying to locate their location also at that particular time. Where were they basically, and what time they were at that particular location. So the call record and the statement, Mumbai police is probing all these leads, because these are the concrete leads which will, because see, it's been 3 years for this murder and all the evidences and all the things are scattered. So Mumbai police are trying to gather all the information, all the pieces. They're trying to put it together so that they'll get a concrete lead, because they have already arrested Indrani. Even Rahul has also recorded his statement last night. So with the help of that, they're trying to gather more and more information in this matter. Back to you.
Right, Mayuresh, we're getting in some more breaking news about a major update in this particular case. It has just come in. Highly placed police sources, in fact, have told India Today that Mikhail Bora, now he is the son of Indrani Mukherjee. He was apparently the next target after his sister Sheena. Let's just listen in. We're getting in a reaction from the neighbor. We'll just listen in to that.
Not so amicable.
Okay. Yes. Now just you were spoken to some of the candidates that yesterday there was been quarrel in the house. Is it?
No, not yesterday. I didn't say yesterday.
What about this?
See, actually, what happens is like maybe 2-3 years back, the grandparents suddenly dropped from the screen. They are in the house, we know, but we don't see them. And initially, we noticed whenever the grandfather he comes out, immediately Mikhail rushes out and like, hey, go inside, go inside. I mean, like, interaction with others was absolutely, checked.
Did you feel that there was something uneasy about it, something suspicious?
Definitely, definitely. In fact, like I used to, my wife and me, we used to discuss this. Like, isn't there some way we can, find out? Because if what I think is being done, it's not right. It's not correct.
What do you think is being done?
I think they are being held against their wishes.
The grandparents?
Yeah.
And is it at the insistence of their daughter Indrani? You presume?
She may have bribed the son to do that. That's my presumption, of course.
What is your name?
Gautam Neog.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, those were the neighbors' reactions there. Neighbors of Mikhail Bora. They stay in Guwahati. Mikhail Bora is staying with his grandparents, and he did tell the press, as you just heard, that they were always suspicious about the movements of the grandparents of Mikhail Bora and Sheena Bora, but did not really confront them or even speak to them. In fact, they suspected that probably they were bribed to, remain silent. Mikhail Bora, in fact, has even said and has threatened to reveal a lot more details if his mother does not confess to the crime, but he hasn't really divulged more about the motive. Atir, a very interesting bit of news coming in, and there are so many revelations that are coming to this case, and this is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, that's right. What we are learning from sources, Avantika, is that Mikhail could have been the next target. The reason being that he knew a lot about their relationship, and he could have spilled the beans. Moreover, what the police is suspecting is the driver had possessed that weapon, that illegal weapon that could perhaps be used in to eliminate Mikhail. So that is a very strong suspicion which the Mumbai police has now. It is trying to probe on these lines, and that is why the driver is being interrogated, is being put to sustained interrogation. At the same time, Indrani is also being questioned. But in this case, you see Mikhail's questioning will be very important, because he's been repeatedly saying that he has something very important to share. He has some photographs, he has some documents, and he claims he knows the reason, the motive behind this murder. So therefore, the police is also of the view that he could have been the target, next target after Sheena.
Atir, you know, Sham Rai, the driver, becomes a very crucial and important link in this case. He, in fact, is the prime witness. How did the Mumbai police chance upon the driver? Was it because of that phone call they received from Meerut? That anonymous tip-off?
Well, yes, that phone call was...
I'll just interrupt you here. We are seeing on our screens right now Rahul Mukherjee. He is now at the police station. He has been called. He's been summoned for interrogation. Remember, he, along with Indrani Mukherjee, will be interrogated. In fact, her ex-husband is also going to be flown into Mumbai, and all three are going to be interrogated together along with the driver to really find out the motive behind this grisly murder that has come to light. Yes, Atir, please go ahead. You were mentioning about the driver. How did the Mumbai police come to know of this person? Because the case is 3 years old.
Well, there were two phone calls which came in from Meerut. The first one was the beginning. It was that call which came some 3 months ago, which triggered the entire suspicion, and it was then that the police alarm bells had rung. Remember, because the body, Sheena's body, couldn't be connected for 3 years by Mumbai police, because they had no information. The Raigad police did not inform Mumbai police, so somehow it could not be connected. And during this while, Indrani was impersonating Sheena, so there was no way they could have known. Though there was a complaint also which was lodged by Rahul, but then it was, nothing came out of it. So therefore, this driver, police got this information. Now that needs to be clarified. They got this information that he was carrying an illegal weapon, and that got police the handle to interrogate, to catch the driver and put him on sustained interrogation. During the interrogation, he broke down. It was during that while he told the police that he was involved in this case. And then the sequence, of course, the police was also watching the movements of Indrani for a long time, and then police put 2 and 2 together. Then they checked with Raigad police about the discovery of the body, and things started falling in place. Very soon we are learning, Avantika, that Mumbai Police Commissioner is also likely to arrive at Khar police station. There are some rumors doing rounds that he might arrive here very soon, and he has been interrogating the persons in this case himself. So look at the gravity, the importance the Mumbai police is giving to this case.
Oh, absolutely. It is a rather baffling and bizarre case that has come to light, and, each day is coming out with startling developments to this case. Mayuresh is also with us. Mayuresh, what else have you been able to gather about Sheena Bora? Very little, is known of her. We just know that she was Indrani Mukherjee's daughter and that she has gone missing since the year 2012. Have you had the chance to speak to her colleagues, in her previous workplace, or probably her friends? What more did they have to say, and when was the last time they saw her, and why didn't they raise an alarm?
Not exactly. We didn't get a chance to speak to her colleague, but since morning we are standing outside the Peter Mukherjee's house here in Worli. We did try to contact Peter Mukherjee since morning, but since morning he's not answering our calls, even he's not replying to SMS. We have put him a query that whether he will be going to Khar police station to help out the police and record his statement, whether he wants to say anything to the police, because since this news broke out, he had only given a phone note to the media, saying that even he was shocked and he was not aware of it. But the official statement, police has not recorded his official statement, nor police had come over here to quiz him. So we are trying to reach out to him, but since the morning there is no reply. In the morning when I called him a first time, he picked up my phone and he said that whenever I want to speak, I will definitely come back to you. But right now I don't want to speak. That's what's his word. Back to you.
Okay, Mayuresh, when is Peter Mukherjee expected to leave his residence? I believe he's also been called for interrogation, because so far he has feigned ignorance. He has, maintained that he was kept in the dark and he was completely unaware about all of this that was happening in his own house.
So we cannot say that he was unaware about, because yesterday also he said that his son Rahul told him about basically Sheena, that Sheena is not Indrani's sister, she's daughter.
right.
But he ignored that things, and after that he said that I felt sorry and I apologized to my son also. So we are waiting outside his house. Anytime he's likely to come, but since in the morning he's not answering the calls and he's not confirming whether he will be going or Mumbai police will be coming to his house to quiz him. Back to you.
Atir, Mikhail now is speaking up. He has been quite, forthcoming and speaking to the media and giving candid confessions. But the question also arises about his silence. Why didn't he speak up? And why, if his relations were cordial with his sister, why was he not directly in touch with his sister?
Well, you see, what he's saying is that he tried to get in touch with the sister and tried to find out where she is. But it was Indrani who told him that she's gone abroad and she doesn't want to have links with, she doesn't want to speak to anybody. He says he tried her cell phone number, but then it was switched off. So he took Indrani's statement on face value, and he had to believe it. But then there are many such questions which need to be answered very soon. What we are learning, Avantika, now is that Rahul has just reached Khar police station for the questioning. Remember, he's a very, very important character in this entire sequence of events. So his questioning is absolutely crucial, because he knows he was very close to Sheena, and Indrani was not, she did not approve of him being close to Sheena. And also, we're learning that perhaps he also lodged a complaint of some disappearance of Sheena. He went to one police station and then he went to another police station back in 2012. But somehow it fizzled out. Nothing came out of it. So his testimony, his witness is going to be absolutely crucial, Avantika.
And what about Sanjiv Khanna, Atir? I mean, where does he suddenly come up in this case? He is Indrani Mukherjee's ex and former husband, and he's been accused of aiding and abetting this murder, which is a very serious crime. Where did he come in this particular murder mystery?
Well, what we are learning, what the police is exploring, there are different angles which the police is exploring, and one of the angles is that his daughter, perhaps, they were, their relationship had resumed. Sanjiv Khanna's and Indrani Mukherjee's relationship had resumed, and perhaps it could also be because of the daughter Vidhi. So perhaps there was some assurance which was given by Indrani, and that is why they came close. But clearly, with the cell phone records were the turning point. It was then when the police studied those records, they got to know that they were close. They were questioned. Indrani was questioned about the communication on that particular day with that number, and it was then that the police got to know about Sanjiv Khanna and who that person was. So things, it's like a jigsaw puzzle which the police is trying to put together. It will take a while before we get to know, we get complete clarity of the sequence of events, how it turned out.
Mayuresh, tell us a little bit more about Vidhi, Sanjiv Khanna's daughter with Indrani Mukherjee, who was also adopted by Peter Mukherjee. What more do we know about her? And, what was her relationship with her stepsister, Sheena Bora?
So there is no much information about this particular character in this whole murder mystery. But one more point which I would like to add with Atir is that Atir told about the communication about the Sanjiv and Indrani. But Mumbai police was also looking at the Sanjiv was traveling frequently to Mumbai. So when they confronted Sanjiv and they asked two questions to him, that's what we have given to understand. The police asked him two questions. One question, that why you were continuously traveling or frequently traveling to Mumbai, apart from your business interest, what was there that you were traveling? And the second question was that why, though you got a divorce from Indrani, so why you were in touch with her, and why so many calls you made, why so many calls happened between you and her. So these two questions were not answered properly by Sanjiv, and he was not having a concrete answer for that. And on the basis of that, he was arrested in Kolkata. So that's another point which I wanted to add. Back to you.
All right, Mayuresh and Atir, thank you both for joining us, getting us the very latest. We just saw visuals of Rahul Mukherjee already making his presence at the Khar police station where the interrogation is presently going on, and he of course will be confronted by Indrani Mukherjee, even Sanjiv Khanna, who will be joining them in the interrogation process along with the driver. With that, we're taking a short